fact, not the opinion, that every additional person on the planet, and in Britain, ratchets up the population, ratchets up impact on the global environment, brings nearer the day of serious environmental failure, and crucially ratchets down each person's share of natural resources to cope with that.
Well, John Parliament's the ageing population. It's actually quite good for Britain, and there's still quite a bit of space left.
Well, yes. The population globally is going up by about 80 million a year. More kids do. There is not one single environmental problem that would not be easier to solve with fewer people and doesn't get harder and ultimately impossible with more.
So what should we do?
We should have a population strategy aimed first at stabilising our numbers, as was recommended, but we ought to have first better education, second better provision of family planning, and particularly for the long-acting and reversible contraceptives.
Right. Okay, John Parker, what's wrong with that? Well, that seems sensible. It's not coercive.
But we've had 20 years in which we've had below replacement fertility. That seems to me to be, it's a policy that we've already got. What's the problem?
That's a fair point, isn't it, Roger Martin? We've already had this policy in effect.
We don't have a policy of trying to stabilise our numbers and then, frankly, reduce them to a sustainable level, whatever that is judged to be. We have some views to stabilise our numbers and then, frankly, reduce them to a sustainable level, whatever that is judged to be. We have some views, but we don't have a hard figure.
Well, you're being a bit shy about this. You have a view. What is your view? Give me a figure.
Okay, well, as I referred to, the WWF estimate of 3 or 4 years ago.
What do you think is a good population for this country?
Well, okay, if everyone continues to consume at the same rate that we do at the moment, our sustainable figure, we reckon, like the WWF, is around the 20 million for our land area and resources.
Because very quickly, John Parker, 20 million, that's way off what we are now.
Yes, I mean, and how exactly is this going to be achieved? I mean, it seems to be that cutting the population by 2/3 is essentially like it sounds to me, perhaps it's not, it sounds to me like a top-down target, that could only be achieved by the most unbelievably coercive population policies you'd never get. And in fact, I think it would be undesirable if you were to get it. You'd never get it in any other way. You'd never get it voluntarily.
But we'll have to leave it there. Suffice to say